Hello, using people. Thank you for tuning in. I've had a really busy week, unfortunately, but I've managed to get some time to work on the A350 update, and it's pretty much done now. Um, Literally now, all that's left for tomorrow, because it's going to be released tomorrow. I know I said to my leasing clients, thank you for being very patient, as we've been working on our systems. You guys are the best. Pretty much, you've helped us really pioneer a new thing in Roblox. I showed my friends, and they were like, "Wow, what are you doing? Like, why are you going this advanced compared to actual simulators?" So, especially, I had a talk in the Explain forum, and they were like, "Whoa, your fly-by-wire system is actually as close to the FS Labs. Is better apparently than the TOTUS one. I'm not 100% sure how the TOTUS one does it themselves. I do know that the Aerosoft one is a bit incorrect. But anyway, that's not really the importance of the video right now. Okay, so with what I've done, I've now added the autopilot, so it's back in the system now. The few changes is the autopilot when you first switch it on in vertical mode will pitch down to reset itself, and then will go to whatever setting you have. That's when you switch on for the first time. When using the vertical speed, once it's turned on, it will follow whatever of your vertical speed as close as it can with no issues after that. The safest thing I'd advise then is before you turn on the autopilot, like real world, level the plane to something that's not insane. So it may be around 0 to 2 pitch to help the vertical speed, and then continue your journey from there. New things. So my leasing pilots did tell me, oh no, we can't take off from the cruise pad unlike the previous versions because the engine system is more realistic now. So I thought, oh dear, yeah, that's the truth. Had to look at the system, and we added this new this is the first unrealistic function we put on the plane. We added this called the frost boost. If you press page down, please always check your controls list in 9. Frost boost is page down, and frost boost basically will double or double two. I think it's 2.5 times whatever the frost is now. Will basically double that, and you'll be able to take off from the cruise. Let the engine build up to around when you put it to 90% Autoga, let the green bit actually get towards there, and then press your right or left arrow to get the plane moving, and it will get off the cruise very easily. Once you're in the air, please press the thrust boost button, and you'll be returned to normal thrust. The plane won't drop, it will just return to normal thrust. Don't keep it in the thrust boost because it's obviously unrealistic, and it's just not smart to keep it in such a setting. And of course, I know some of you that don't have the proper runaway sizes. Please do and try and get that. But if you don't, use the thrust boost as a temporary fix for that. I think you will be able to take off from most runaways if you use the thrust boost. Of course, know that your passengers, and more so if I'm on your flight, I will know, and I might say in the comments, unrealistic takeoff. That's pretty much it. So, thrust boost off. Minor changes to the plane entail some actual proper heat, engine heat. As you can see, we've got some heat there. If we now boost this, you can see that it gets hot. Okay. Alright, so we got some proper heat boosts there. We've also changed, if you didn't notice, the engine condensation effects. Okay. We will also work on changing the the last change will be to change the wheel smoke and how it works, because at the moment it's kind of poor. So what's going to happen is I'm going to look at the just changing that. It's going to be minor change. Releases tomorrow. So using clients, please prepare yourself for the release tomorrow. That's confirmed to whatever infinity. It is definitely confirmed for tomorrow. And pretty much now, all I'm going to do is really just test the plane. It's going to be pretty sad if I crash the plane. As I'm testing it, but I'm going to test the plane. Also, yeah, I almost forgot. Minor changes to the yaw damper should be a bit more sweet, but it wasn't really needed. I just wanted to tweak that around. The Aeria clients will get the cockpit in how it is now. You're not, of course, those who paid for the actual cockpit when that is out will get the working and interactive and the full cockpit. But I just thought I just leave this because it makes more sense to have the seats and stuff in here rather than take it out, because I personally don't really like how it looked without the cockpit, to be fair. Since everyone has waited quite a while, the A350 clients have been very patient. It makes sense to just give them something. Of course, those who are not too lazy or those who want a bit more can, of course, work on the cockpit themselves, add what their little touches and stuff. So we're going to line up soon. Silly for me, I didn't set something here. Okay, with the plane lined up now, I'm going to start the warm process. Before this, there will be pilot series videos, but before this, you'd have wanted to make sure your plane's stable. Make sure that you check the pilot log in case you've accidentally entered anything that you shouldn't have. I am clear here, so I am going to obviously set that. Okay, and I'm clear to go. When ready, it's going to start the warm process. Engine spooling up. And away we go. Alright, so now we're pretty much approaching 10,000 and it's been calm seas. The autopilot handles everything. I have to touch anything, flight will carry on as it is. And that's pretty much it in terms of that process. The next process actually, I even forgot. I didn't actually fully check what I did. So when coming for landing, there may be a slight chance we'll die. So we had this thing called, as you already seen, flare mode. I did make some changes, so I haven't I did make some changes to the plane kit, so I didn't actually, before making this video, actually remember that I needed to test if it's possible to land. So in this video we're gonna see for the first time, again after the update change I made today, if it's actually possible to land without dying. Also, I don't think we'll die anyway, because if everything's working as it is now, then that's not gonna happen, I believe. Don't take my word for it. So we're at 10,000. It's gonna take us a while to get down from 10,000, to be fair. So what's gonna happen is we'll start our decline to 2,000. Start 2,000. And we're gonna, once we get a decent amount past the waypoint, Aeria will make a turn for 1A, and I'll manually control that into the runaway. Hopefully clean landing. I haven't practiced my landings actually in like 2 days. Hopefully clean landing there with no issues. Hey, we will then. I actually want to release it today. I think I could release it today actually. It's literally done. Fly so smooth as hell, man. That jeez, and I can't wait to put this kit on the A380. Flies so smooth as hell, man. It's amazing. The changes, fly by wire and automation. After actually doing it myself, wow, the difference it makes for a plane. I really don't know now how I can, like, I loved Airbus already, but now I actually have a good reason why I like Airbus. Apologies to anyone that is a Boeing fan. That thing, nah, I cannot touch an Airbus anymore now. From what I've seen and how fly-by-wire makes planes so easy to fly. Our plane was, the A350 before this update was flying like a Boeing, basically. That's how I'm going to say it. It was flying like a Boeing before the 777 and 787, so you know your 757 and 767. I think the 777 still flies kind of too conventional as well. It's the 787 I believe flies, and this is the 777-9X, which is the new one, so that will probably fly as more efficient. So I mean, there's more new on this fly-by-wire system. Alright, we're gonna make our turn for 45. The runway is around 45, but from this position we won't get to 45. The plane's gonna make that turn in. Where is our trim? Our trim is 025, so we're not going to have trim runaway. If anyone knows what trim runaway is, it's a condition where sometimes if the plane is close to a stall, the trim will go excessively. So if you're in flight and you end up seeing the trim at -1 or 1, know you're reaching a stall at some point and you need to either put more power or you need to get out of that turn because your weight might be too much. Having a trim, of course, is where we are, 2-1, perfect, we're in range. I would start worrying for you if your trim starts getting anywhere near 0.95 or -0.95, because then that shows to you that you're very, very close to your trim maxima. I'm going to now set 100. I feel well off because I want to aim for the. Oh dear, sorry. It's not actually there. It's 0 that we're aiming for. There we go. Perfect. I think we're at 2000 now, so I'm going to turn off the autopilot and take manual control. At this point, since we're going in for a landing, we're going to take control. I think it's perfect to take control now. It's in keyboard mode, so alrighty. I've got controls. Controls is mine. Okay. Turn test. Yep, perfect. Controls is mine now. Alrighty. I'm just gonna try and get her a bit trimmed. I wanna get a bit of trim here. Alright, yeah, I think she's trimmed anyway. Okay. Yeah, if you see my city right now, my city used to glow well, and then Roblox killed the mesh on the city. You know, when they did their update, some people saw like some planes had like these weird spike stuff. Yeah, after that update Roblox did, it just killed my stuff in the city, so it looks absolutely trash now, which is a disappointment. Okay, I'm gonna put the gears down now. And I'm going to go over here and set my landing speed. Okay. I'm going to start our descent down. This is the final last few minutes. We all know when flying in, if we are going to crash or if we're going to put this plane down. At this point I feel safe to turn off, just to remain on pilot lock now. And we should be now on the final lane for the down leg. I think we are until we get DME and you know the glide scope stuff with extended AP. I will never know how perfect we are in the glide scope. I do know that because of our city coming in on this approach, 45 approach is always going to give you a degree of like minus 6, I believe, because of the city and how you've got to avoid it coming from the Aeria airport. You're always like 2,000 feet to be safe from collision. So
minimum.
Alrighty, this is gonna be the this is the moment of truth.
100.
Please don't die.
50. 40. 30. 20.
Ooh, oh no! I even forgot. No wonder. Okay, guys. So basically, I just forgot something. I wasn't in the landing mode. I forgot my landing mode. Thank God we didn't die there. See, if you don't have the right landing mode, there's a slight chance you will end up dying. So please have the right landing mode there. What's supposed to happen, of course, is if you're in landing mode, you will is this takeoff mode? What? Yeah. Look at that, I'm not even in the right mode. If you're in landing mode, you would have received the landing rating, of course, and you would have received the flare mode procedure, or the flare mode system that would have come on, which would have made the plane a lot more easier to land. If you noticed, at one point I did drop because it switched straight into direct law, which is basically direct control, like the elevator and stuff. And that switch from fly-by-wire into that mode is very, very sudden. It's in most cases only needed for emergencies, and of course that's an emergency because it didn't detect me in the right config. So please do make sure you're in the right config before attempting to land. If you're not in the right config, you will get that slight bump once you get to 50 ult, and it will then be up to you to try and at least save the plane. It won't look nice, of course, if your passengers think you're stalling, so please always put yourself in the right config. I believe, I'm going to get my Airbus to test this, but I do believe that flare mode and stuff is functioning still, because the whole kit's working, so it has to be functioning. As we said, we're going to be making a lot of videos, not a lot, but 1 or 2 more videos for our pilot series, so that pilots who don't go through our training school at least have something to work with. It's been a joy working on this, and it's been a joy and a pleasure with you guys, literally being super patient. I'm talking about my clients here, and everyone else that's been watching our videos as well. Your comments have been amazing, and we now hope that this time that we've actually taken on our Airbus kits basically will now mark a more stable plane that's more fun to fly for flights, and just for those who want to make mini simulators or just want to fly a plane that's super realistic and has got the proper sounds. That's what we aim to do. We try and tailor for everything there, and with more planes coming out, we hope that's a bit more of an enjoyable experience. I'm going to, once I publish this video, I'm going to go finish off my remaining stuff on this kit. If it's not finished today and released today, it will be definitely released tomorrow. I'm going to ask my arrows to literally pester the hell out of me to make sure it gets published tomorrow at the very, very latest. We don't want to delay too much on that ever again, because if I don't do it tomorrow, I'll be super busy for the rest of the week because of all these planning stuff that I have outside of Roblox with my cousin and stuff. So thank you very much for watching the video. See you in hopefully the next one, which is a pilot's training series or some sort. See ya.